All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders and our apostles, the great millstone, taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the earth, and also the brothers and teeth sworn in sincerity. I'm brother I will love you from the GMS Chicago branch here in Chicago. Come back at you with another lesson. And Lord, and I hope it be edifying. I'm just entitled this lesson, one step closer. I titled that lesson that way, or this lesson this way, because what? We're one step closer to the MOTB, being mandated across the four corners of the earth, you know, and we see these certain countries doing it, which I'm gonna get into. So this is from the OutlookIndia.com. It says Jamaica launches JamDex, becomes first nation to legalize digital currency. Right. So probably for a minute, just like this whole jab that the so-called white man came out with, they might say it might be optional, but as the time goes on, it's going to be mandated, you know. And that's what this whole, going back into the whole pandemic, that's what this was all about, you know. Because a lot of people, when this thing becomes mandated, when this Dorito chip becomes mandated, I'm just saying it like that, to avoid getting this lesson taken down. But once this Dorito chip gets mandated, it's gonna really test a lot of people. Because at the end of the day, this is a test that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is putting upon the earth, you know. And it says the Bank of Jamaica (BOJ) has legalized central bank digital currency (CBDC) in a move to deliver a alternative to its cash-based economy. And it says the Bank of Jamaica (BOJ) has legalized central bank digital currency in a move to deliver an alternative to its cash-based economy, putting an end to the months of speculation over this lunch. Right? It's funny enough because what it's June. You had this guy Nate. From the head of IUIC. How he's basically was saying it's no Dorito chip. You know. It's and look, it's June and we see a lot of these things coming to pass. You know. And it says the island's nation's central bank has recognized JamDex as a legal tender, thereby making the Caribbean nation the first country to in the world to legalize CBDC, and all about 10 countries have actually launched CBDC, including Nigeria, the Bahamas with its sand dollar, and several Caribbean island nations. Right. And that's why Revelations 3, and I believe it's Revelations 3 talks about it's going to come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right. So it's going to be, you're going to see it being pushed in this country, that country, over in Europe, Canada, soon to be America, Australia. It's going to be mandated in every single country around the world, because Revelations 3 speaks about it, which I'm going to actually get. Let me actually get that real quick. This is the book of Revelations 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which we know what the hour of temptation is, which this charagma be mandated across the four corners of the world, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, which basically proves that this thing is going to be mandated in every single country around the world. And this is what Esau plans to do. Everything is going to become digitalized, by the way of the Dorito chip. And that's going to be implanted, in your body, the charagma. And this is the hour of temptation. This is the ultimate test. You to order to keep working, you're gonna need to have this charagma. To order to eat, you're gonna need to have this charagma. To order to have shelter around your head, you're gonna need this charagma. So any financial based things, you're gonna need this charagma to order to live in this society. That's why it's called the hour of temptation. This is the ultimate test that the Lord, is going to put in front of His men. But ultimately, the elect is going to bypass. They're going to have the Spirit of the Lord on them. Lord willing, we have the Spirit of the Lord on us. During the time of this calamity. But let's continue, just to basically prove that there's going to be mandated throughout the four corners of the earth. If you don't know, just to say, if you don't know that if you don't know that the Dorito chip is the MOTB at this point, you got to really check yourself. It's everything is pointing that this thing, this charagma, this Dorito chip, is the MOTB. Because if you say it's not, you have to really put into question, then what else can it be? you know a lot of these other camps saying it's sleeping with white women and all this other garbage. But it says, according to the news reports, the Jamaican Senate has given the BOJ permission to issue jam decks or the Jamaica Digital Exchange. Jam decks will be available for domestic usage later this month, according to the Bank Jamaica Governor Richard Bayo. So, right, we're closer than ever to this thing becoming mandated. Right, so Jamaica, as I just read, Jamaica and other, I think it said 10 countries, is basically doing the same thing. So everything is going to follow suit. You know, with the collapse of the dollar, everything is going to follow suit. You know, or to have KO. Once this dollar collapse, E is going to come in with a new solution, which is this MOTB, this digital currency. Um, yeah, I'm just wrap up the article. With that, it's from the Outlook. What's this? The Outlook India.com. If you can read the rest of it, here's the link or here's the website. But let's continue. This is the book of Revelation 13 and 16. It says, he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a Dorito chip or a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? Talking about the MOTB. So it don't matter if mighty in the society, if you weakest in the weakest in the society, whether you be a bum on the street, a criminal in jail, or a so-called Bill Gates, they're gonna require all to receive this Dorito chip. This is the book of Revelations, and them is talking about the elites of this society. Revelations 13 and 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the charagma or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right. You won't be able to, like I said before, you won't be able to buy and sell without this charagma. Because what? It's gonna be required to, to live your so-called everyday life in this society. Whether it be buying food, working, buying a car, or saving up for something. You know, this charagma is going to be mandatory across the four corners of the globe, which I read back in Revelations 3. It's going to come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. But let's continue. This is the book of Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Going back to that remark I said about Nate. It's June. It certainly is June right now, and a lot of things are coming to pass regarding the MOTB. Everything is set. You have to understand, everything is set in its appointed time. This prophecy was written 2,000 plus years ago. The Lord had basically laid the foundations up since the beginning. How what was going to come to pass in certain times and different things like that. Everything is set in its appointed time. It was a time where the kingdom of Israel was we was going to go down as a nation. That happened. We went through slavery. We was dispersed throughout the four corners of earth. Through the way of slave ships. That happened already. That was set for that appointed time. Us coming together, preaching this word, that was actually set for the appointed time. Where the Lord raised up His men to start teaching His word, and then our elders and our apostles came up. Everything is set in this appointed time. Like this MOTB, this charagma is set for its appointed time, and it's about time for this thing to come to pass. Wait for it, because it will not tarry. It will surely come. Yeah, it will surely come. And we're seeing that right now by the way of these articles and by way of the prophecies that's coming to pass. I'm going to close out with this one. This is the book of Revelations 14 and 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receiveth his mark, his charagma in his forehead or in his hand. Verse 10, it says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. We know what that fire and brimstone is. It's those thermonuclear missiles, which is the second death, which is the lake of fire. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Who is the Lamb? The Lamb is Yahweh Shai. So you're going to be, tormented if you receive this charagma. Because if you receive this charagma, it just basically tell the Lord, you side with Esau, Edom, and their society and everything that goes on in the society, and that's the breakdown. If you receive this charagma, you're gonna melt. You're gonna melt slowly. So with that being said, I hope it was edifying. I'm gonna end it off right there. This thing is coming to pass and fast. So I want to end up by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders and our apostles of Great Millstone, taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the earth, and also the breast that teaches word and sincerity. Lord, and I hope this was edifying, and Lord, and I'll come back with another lesson soon. And until next time, wah, abba, abba.